What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Judge Mathis, you are now learning that old saying, baby, it's cheaper to keep her. If you guys don't know, Judge Mathis's wife, after 39 years, just up and filed for divorce. Baby, Judge Mathis was taken aback. He was even doing TMZ, photo ops at the airport, to which I said, your wife filed for divorce because you was all over laying it low and spreading it wide. And now you got the nerve to be photographed at the airport. Sir, where are you going? Where are you going? But honestly, Judge Mathis then went on this spree. I'm confident I'm going to get my wife back. I didn't cheat. It was neglect. And I said, where was the neglect, Judge Mathis? He said, I was busy. I put my wife third. And I said, sounds about right. So who was the second? He said, between my work. I said, okay, maybe. And serving my community? Sir, what are you serving your community? Outside of Christmas, New Year's, and whenever else you were passing out things for the turkey drive. Is that your side chick's name? Community? Judge Mathis, you're going to have to decide. And not even that. I hear Judge Mathis's wife is a Taurus. Either that or she's a Capricorn. She's some earth sign, but let me tell you something about earth signs, especially Taurus women or Capricorn, to actually just get up one day with no fanfare and say, see ya. Oh, baby, you did something. She might have found a body buried underneath the garage. Well, guess what? Judge Mathis is learning the hard way. She ain't playing with them. She now wants half. No ifs, ands, or buts. See, here's the thing that Judge Mathis messed up. Whatever the situation is, because he did this weird press conference where he was like, it wasn't cheating and all these rumors that I have a side baby or I touched a kid are wrong. And we all said, whoa, huh? What? 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 You better be deflecting. We better not find out you the diddler part two. Actually, the way things are going with the music industry, diddler part 3, 4, and 5. But we were like, Judge Mathis, what is going on? My guess, old school. Old school. You had a secret family. Forget about a side baby. You had a secret family. You had a long-term mistress that might have been her best friend, might have been Miss Patty that helps her with her hair and drives around on errands. That to walk away without even looking, baby, you did something. Well, let's get to this cheaper to keep her. Judge Mathis's wife is said to be on a war path, but a calm, collective one. She wants half of his assets. They never signed a prenup. Everything he's built from the community, from his work in the community to his job, to his name, to the trademark, she has a right to 50% of that worth. And baby, people are saying that this is why Judge Mathis is going on this whole thing to protect himself and to make sure that he stays with his wife because he doesn't want to have to give up half of his assets. Judge Mathis, let me tell you something. She's gone. She ain't coming back. I don't think she's coming back because this has been the way she snuck in that divorce and didn't listen to your blah, 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 blah. Let me tell y'all something. This is a masterclass how you handle a cheater. This is a masterclass in how you handle someone that's neglecting you. This is a masterclass in how you handling someone that is completely disrespecting you and the vows you took. Okay? You try, you put in the effort, you see, they still want to act stupid and act like they holding all the keys, baby. I'm going to show you who the real key master is. She said, hold on a second. I own half your kingdom. What's the one thing that you're offering me? Love? That I won't grow old alone? You saw Mrs. Judge Mathis. She looks good. And there's somebody from everybody. And even if she didn't, baby, let me lay these hundreds all over my body and see if I don't look better. Because you can't tell me Judge Mathis ain't doing that. Walking in with a true money a suit made out of $100 bills for all these little young girls, older women. I don't know who the person is to actually seduce him, right? You can't tell me he's not using his money and his fame and his whatever. Oh, maybe it was somebody from his show. You can't tell me that this wasn't just an affair. This was hardcore disrespect that caused you to be shaken to your foundation. And what did she do? Instead of begging and pleading and, oh, let's pray on it. She said, I'm gonna pray on it at Wells Fargo and tell him to run me my money. I'm gonna pray on it while we're in a high price attorney's office. And guess what? I'm going to take half of everything you want everything you have, and then you can pray on it, and then you can run me my money. And if the Lord sees fit that we reconcile maybe a few years back because marriage is sacred, who am I to get in God's will? But I'll tell you one thing, you're going to run me my money right now. It's funny how people have no problem playing in people's face emotionally, lying, cheating, doing things to people they vowed to love, that if you did that to your business associate, they would press charges on you. Lying, cheating, hiding funds, all this stuff, they could press charges on you. But because it's supposed to be someone you love, we just let it go and we charge it to the great game. Congratulations for Mrs. Mathis for standing up and being like, oh, baby, this isn't going to work. Anyway, right? He's broken his silence on the divorce amid cheating rumors. Judge Mathis, we already know that you cheated. The only question is how hard. How many people in this community, how many people on Judge Mathis Feed the Kids Day, how many of those kids were yours? That's the only question I need to know. I already know it was some dumb shit. I want to know how ignorant you got. How many of these kids that you were like, I got to go take them fishing. They don't got fathers in their lives. How many of us because you was an MF father? I really want to know. Anyway, right? She filed for divorce. And get this, Judge Mathis now says that he's a cautionary tale amid divorce cheating rumors. Don't neglect your wife. Dummy, don't neglect your life when y'all don't have a prenup. Because look at the Cam Newtons. Well, Cam Newton won't even let anybody be his wife. But look at the Cam Newtons. Baby, don't neglect your wife when you are the one cheating and there ain't no prenup. I don't know why I gotta tell people this. They said Judge Mathis he said he's been having the worst days of his life since his wife Linda filed for divorce. Then he's trying to gaslight her. Neglect can create suspicion. If you're gone as much as I am, you have every right to suspect. She would have a right to suspect infidelity. Let me tell you something. And this is the whole thing that I got to find out. Tells, let me know in the comments what you've heard. You said you were gone a lot. Who were you gone with? And it's obvious. Why weren't you inviting your wife? And it's obvious that you probably had your phone turned off. And if you were gone as much as I was, so you were what, living another family life? Did somebody check that man's passport? Has he been to Puerto Rico? Has he been to Dominican Republic? Were you in Colombia? Don't tell, but the stuff Judge Mathis is talking about, were you in Thailandia? I want to know what was going on. Let me find out Judge Mathis is a passport bro. Turn it up. And he got a baby. He got a baby back in. He got a baby in. I was going to say Canada. He got a baby in Colombia that looked just like him and sound like him too. Anyway, he's adamant that neglect is his only crime in the marriage. He didn't cheat. She would have the right to suspect infidelity. He said he wasn't unfaithful despite rumors to the contrary. That's not the purpose of the divorce. That's not the reason for this. Okay, so let's play detective, shall we? Because I like playing this. He said his career as a TV judge, which includes traveling and being away from his wife, was the main contributor to Reese's decision to file for divorce. He's confused that his spouse has been he confessed that his spouse has been third on his priority list for years, behind his show and serving his community with his work. His site, Jones, is community, right? He said, maybe I'll be an example for other men, a cautionary tale. Don't neglect your wife. Never be too busy or never have too much fun beyond your wife. Yo, let me find out Judge Mathis was a passport bro. He said he was committed to staying home more, not staying home, but staying home more. So you want this woman to take you back and you promise you might stay home an extra night? He said, I was working toward making my wife a priority, but as you see, I haven't. I'm still here on the road in terms of going out into another city. They said that he noted that the reason for his separation was that he was gone for 3 weeks. You were gone for 3 weeks, but did you actually you were gone for 3 weeks, but did you check in or did you turn your phone off? Also, this is what makes me think that he did some old school. People talk about, oh, my granddaddy, your granddaddy was the biggest cheater. Y'all are mad that you can't. Here's the thing. These men in the blogosphere, they mad that they not getting the same privileges that their granddaddy thought. Their granddaddy, see, Judge Mathis thought he was in granddaddy age. Their granddaddy was allowed to leave for 3 weeks and go do laying it low and spread it wide. And then come back and the wife couldn't say nothing because you owned her. Like she had no way to get money. The men these days are mad that they can't get their granddaddy's treatment because they want to be financially insolvent. Don't you know that your grandmama held her tongue because the granddaddy was paying all the bills and doing anything and she couldn't do anything? Now women got their own degrees, their own money. They learned from seeing their grandmother cry those 3 weeks while they were gone, and they're like, that ain't never gonna be me. And so shout out to Judge Mathis. Now let me just say this, my last thing. I think it's somebody he worked with, that she was friends with, that she trusted. Because when he said that he traveled a lot for work, that to me implies that there's a co-worker or an assistant or someone she trusted. And she found out that they was doing some little TJ Holmes, A.V. Robeson action. That's what I think. That's what I think. Listen, time will reveal everything. Yeah, Judge Mathis, it was cheaper to keep her. You got too sloppy. You thought she would never leave. You wanted your granddaddy's privileges without actually doing everything your granddaddy did. And let's be real. It's impossible in 2024 to get the privileges your great granddaddy had over your grandma, because at the end of the day, your grandmother had no other way to eat, sleep, or do anything besides kissing your great granddaddy's butt. Baby, it's a new day. I'm sorry. Well, I'm happy that Judge Mathis is now learning that. And let me tell y'all, for y'all ain't-ish ninjas and ninjettes, you better use him as a cautionary tale. You better use him as a cautionary tale. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.